When a handmade violin is complete, then comes the moment of truth. It's time to play it.
This is, kind of like a baby crying. For the first time, you get a sense of what it is going to sound like eventually. So that's very exciting.
This is the Chicago School of Violin Making. There are 26 students enrolled in this 3-year full-time trade school. And there are only 2 other programs like it in the country. Many of the students also play violin.
I've always loved fixing things or building things, and this was kind of the marriage of the love of music, violins especially, violin family, and making things.
Today, Jordan Ripstein's new violin is being played and critiqued by Paul Zafer, concertmaster of the Chicago Sinfonietta.
It's very, very good, but I want it to kick harder. I want it to basically cut you in half, right?
Now and then, professional musicians stop by to give students important feedback about their work.
There's definitely a difference when I hit the A. Let's see if you hear it.
Paul Zafer says many top-notch violin makers and restorers have graduated from this school. And every violinist, he says, is looking for just the right violin.
It's your vehicle. Some people find it very quickly. Some people could take years to process, but you're really trying to find your voice through an instrument.
The violin as we know it was invented in the 16th century in Cremona, Italy. Antoine Nedelec is the school's executive director and lead teacher.
There hasn't been much change in the design of the violin, and there actually hasn't been much change in the way we make them. It's almost identical to the way they were making it back then. Almost all handmade.
Antoine is himself an award-winning violin maker, and the program is hands-on from day one.
As soon as they arrive, they get started on making their very first violin. And by the time they're done with school, they would have made 6 instruments. And the very last one of them, they are capable of making it completely on their own without any instruction.
The students come from all over the world and for many different reasons. Joe Itse is a former flight attendant from Hong Kong looking for a career change. Luke Elliott got hooked on making violins as an Indiana teenager, working in his brother-in-law's violin shop. Joyce Turley is a Chicago area neonatologist preparing for a retirement career. And Andre Simard is from Quebec. She is a longtime professional violist. She says playing a viola and making one are more similar than you might think.
If you practice an instrument, you zone in and you spend hours on detail, and it applies a lot to the making here.
The Chicago School of Violin Making was founded in 1975 here at Kenneth Warren & Son, an internationally known violin shop in Chicago. They needed more qualified workers. The school is now an independent nonprofit based in north suburban Skokie. Making a great violin involves a lot more than just learning and repeating a series of steps.
You can teach someone how to make a violin, but there's a certain sense of artistry that's individual, that's hard to teach.
Each handmade instrument is unique, a somewhat mysterious combination of wood, glue, and varnish, assembled with the skill and artistry of the maker. And ultimately, each violin must serve the music and the musician who plays it.